Let's discuss about the strategic shift to services. Now, over the past 5 years, Apple's services division has quietly doubled in size, transforming from a supplementary revenue stream into a critical pillar of the company's business model. The unit is overseen by long-term executive EduQ, which encompasses iCloud storage, Apple Pay, Apple Care Insurance, and the App Store, along with the subscription offerings like Apple Music and Apple TV. The strategic importance of this shift cannot be overstated. As the iPhone sales, long the company's primary growth driver have plateaued, services have provided the predictable high margin revenue that the Wall Street values. According to JP Morgan, services currently represents approximately 25% of Apple's total revenue but account for estimated 50% of its profit, reflecting the division's exceptional margin profile. Behind all this is the economics of the ecosystem lock-in. What makes Apple services business particularly attractive is its stickiness. Unlike the hardware purchases, which occur episodically, services generate recurring revenue through subscriptions and usage-based fees. Each iPhone user who pays for the iCloud storage or uses Apple Pay represents an ongoing revenue stream with minimal marginal cost. The business model also benefits from the network effect and the ecosystem lock-in. As the consumers invest more deeply in the Apple services, storing photos in the iCloud, making purchases through Apple Pay, or subscribing to multiple Apple services, the switching costs to competitors increase substantially. Additionally, Apple receives a multi-billion-dollar annual payment from Google to maintain its position as the default search engine on iOS devices. This arrangement, which survived largely intact in September's antitrust ruling against Google, represents pure margin contribution with virtually no associated costs.